leading cause of death. The costs of this disease to the United States taxpayer are staggering. Recent estimates put the tab at approximately $132 billion per year. Of course, the costs in human terms cannot be calculated. There's something you can do about it. As a physician, I have witnessed firsthand and all too frequently the ravages of unchecked diabetes. Of course, in many respects, it is not unlike other disease states with which we are familiar. Diabetes, heart disease, and cancer often have both genetic and behavioral components to them. We are born with inherited genetics we can currently do precious little about. Our bodies are destined to fail, wear out, fall apart, or succumb to one of the many infirmities that exist in the world. The good news is we are able to affect the behavioral component of this condition. Through our actions, we are able to extend our life and to be healthier during the years we are given. What price can you put on your health, on your eyesight, on 10 more years of life with your loved ones? Fortunately, by making changes in key areas of your life, you can chart a course toward good health. Dennis Pollock is offering practical advice to help you move toward this healthy living more abundantly. Lee A. Brock, M.D. The Face of a Giant. It kills more Americans in 1 year than several dozen World Trade Center attacks. It not only kills, it maims, it cripples, and it blinds. It's diabetes. Along with its precursor, hypoglycemia, both are blood sugar afflictions, it is making life miserable for millions. I was well on my way to succumbing to it. In the fall of 2001, my blood sugar system began to break down. The whole thing was terrifying. It seemed like a giant that was unbeatable. However, giants may be big and terrifying, but they can be beaten. This book chronicles the insights I gained along the way as I saw the giant fall. Chapter 1. Christmas Scare. It should have been a pleasant night. It was the Christmas season, and we had just returned from our annual Christmas trip to Grandma's house. We were sitting in our living room watching a videotape that was one of my son's Christmas presents. I wasn't having fun. It was happening again. Less than 3 hours after we had eaten supper, I could feel that cold chill on my arms and those jittery telltale indicators that my blood sugar levels were falling way too low. I quietly slipped out of the room and went into the bathroom to check my blood sugar with my glucometer, a device I had been totally ignorant of a year earlier but was now all too familiar with. As I suspected, my blood sugar level was dangerously low, so low I knew I needed to take action fast. Grabbing a can of Coke, I drank the entire contents in under a minute. Now my blood sugar went the other way. Another test revealed the level had gone from 40 milligrams per deciliter to about 170 in a very short time. The normal range is 80 to 120. My body began to tremble violently. I tried to go back into the living room and watch the movie, hoping no one would notice the trembling, but I realized the shaking wasn't going to go away very soon. I slipped into the bedroom, put on a music CD, and got under the covers. As I trembled and shook, I could only think, what in the world is wrong with me? Looking back. The Christmas scare was not my first encounter with blood sugar problems. As I look back over my life now, I realize I have had blood sugar issues going back to the mid-1980s. In the early days, I could not have identified them as such. I just knew that when I ate a large pancake breakfast with lots of syrup on Saturday mornings, I felt a little jittery by late morning. It didn't stop me from eating the pancakes, and I just assumed it was one of those things. Many times I noticed that when I would go several hours without food, I would get that nervous feeling. My handwriting, already pretty bad, would deteriorate to the point where it was hardly legible. I knew these things were related to food, but I wasn't sure just how it all worked or what, if anything, I could do about it. When I reached the age of 40, things started getting pretty serious. I went through a period where I would feel like I was about to faint if I ate something extremely sugary. Once, at a grocery store, I had to run to the car for fear I would